Yo, what's up guys? Just a note before the video starts today. As commented by viewer Raspy on the last couple videos, he wants me to play in the games on the franchise league, play the games and show them because he thinks it will be more entertaining. I think that is a good piece of advice for me. I'm always open to advice, so leave it in the comments below if you think I should do something to improve the videos or stop something to improve the videos. Second note. Who do you think will win the Super Bowl this year? The Kansas City Chiefs or the 49ers from San Francisco? Please leave a comment below and tell me who your pick is for this Super Bowl. My pick is the San Francisco 49ers. Not because Jimmy Garoppolo or that offense is great, but the defense of the 49ers is terrific. I think they can stop Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Please drop a like. Thank you guys for watching. Yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Sleek here today for episode 7 of season 2 of the Madden XFL franchise series here on YouTube. And we are in week 9, our bye week. So although it may be boring, I think it's time to check the stats from around the league, see how the teams are doing throughout the league, see who's rising to the top in offense and defense. But first we have a message from Kevin White. How are we going to handle our week off? Hey coach, we got any plans for the bye week? I think a lot of guys were hoping to get a little extra relaxation time in beyond what we normally get, recharge their batteries with friends and family. You cool with that? Or do you want to use the off week to prepare for the next game? Well, I always want to do what's best for the team, so some rest and relaxation sounds pretty good to me. He says, nah, you guys have earned a little extra time off. Get some rest and heal up. That is exactly what we need because we need to get back on the win streak. We need to get to the playoffs this season. Yeah, I think we need a little time off to clear our heads, especially after the loss last week. Thanks, coach. There we go. 2+ injury for the entire team. That's pretty good. Hopefully nobody gets injured after that. And a 7+ morale boost for our entire team. First, I think it's always interesting to see what happened trade-wise in the NFL, and it seems like there are a lot of trades. So here we go. The Bengals traded their right outside linebacker for some picks, it looks like. Below, I didn't go all the way down because those are mostly preseason trades that happened a long time ago, or that I was involved in these trades, like when we traded for Trey Edmonds in that backup file that I had. So here we go. The Falcons traded their free safety, C.J. Revis, to the Chargers. They also traded some picks. The Giants traded Emmanuel Hall, their wide receiver, to the Jets in turn for Jeff Swaim. So that's pretty good. A wide receiver for a tight end and some picks. That's when we traded for Deshaun Kaiser. We know what happened there. Raiders trade middle linebacker Ulysses Gilbert over to the Eagles, and the Eagles traded their free safety and some picks. That was our trade with Karras and Mario Edwards that we did a couple weeks back. Jace Sternberger went to the Falcons, a tight end, for some picks. Middle linebacker Conley, that's when he went to us from the Redskins. The Browns traded away Cyrus Jones to the Patriots for some picks. The Texans traded their tight end to the Titans for some picks, so that's pretty interesting. Some inter-division trading right there for a tight end. And finally, the trade that we just did. So I'll see you guys in the stats. Okay, I'm just going to do a brief overview of our stats because we mostly know them as of right now. So Deshaun Kaiser is now our starting quarterback. This past couple weeks, he's had some errors, but he's 11-2 on the season. 1,300 yards for him. Rushing, Boston Scott, the main rusher, 155 attempts for 545. He's averaging 68 per game, but no rushing touchdowns yet because Brian Hill has come in and gotten 3 of them. Receiving-wise, Dion Slotty McSlotster Kane is in the lead with yards, 30 receptions for 420 and 3 touchdowns. Kevin White behind him with 2 touchdowns. Demarcus Robinson in third with 4, but CJ Uzomah leading the team in touchdowns this year. CJ Uzomah has 5. And Equinemius St. Brown, 21 catches for 260 and 1. Defensively, nothing really that special here. Nate Hairston, our cornerback, leading in tackles, followed by Donald Payne and Jordan Richards, strong safety, who's coming on strong lately. Sacks, Ryan Conley had 2.5, but that was from his other team. Ja'Kai Polite, 2.5 real sacks on the year, so we need to get our sack numbers up. Kim Dichie led the team last year. He's got 2. Fedulum's got 1. So does Gunter, Crawford, and Dayton Jones. And a half sack for Donald Payne. Interceptions. We only have 5 on the season. Jordan Richards has 2. Nate Hairston, Gerard Wilson, and Tremon Smith, all with 1. The only forced fumble on the team is by Donald Payne. Blocked kicks on the year. Kim Dichie has 1 blocked kick as well as 1 safety on the year. No defensive touchdowns so far. Let's get into the whole NFL. I will mostly do the top 5 for each position, but I will scroll down a little bit more so you guys can see some more people. So Brian Hoyer, Old Man Hoyer, leads the league with 2,000 yards. The only quarterback right now with 2,000 yards. He is leading with 16 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, so pretty flawless for Brian Hoyer and the Tennessee Titans. Followed by Anthony Waters, a rookie, Drew Lock from the Cardinals, Blaine Gabbert from the Patriots, Trace McSorley, and Matt Barkley from the Bengals. Here are just some other nominations. Andrew Luck is a beast all the way down here, only with 1,807 yards, but 18-2, and Marcus Mariota 18-1, touchdown to interceptions. Rushing. TJ Yeldon leads the pack only by a couple yards over Zach Zenner. So TJ Yeldon, Zach Zenner, Alex Collins, Spencer Ware, and BS, as well as Kenneth Dixon. And here's some more guys. Who leads with touchdowns? The leader on touchdowns is CJ Anderson from the Chargers. CJ Anderson leads them by 3. A lot of guys have 5 touchdowns on the year, including Fat Robert Kelly. Receiving wise, the most yards goes to TJ Jones, who is in the 700s, the only receiver in the 700s. The only guy in the 600s right now is Trent Taylor, and then Lamar Bush, the guy that we went up against. So the Tennessee Titans have a pretty powerful offense this season with Brian Hoyer, Trent Taylor, and Lamar Bush. Here's some other guys: Jordan Lasley, Richie James, Ryan Switzer, Eli Rogers, Chester Rogers, bunch of Rogers, Shelton Gibson. Who leads in touchdowns this year so far? Trent Taylor, Shelton Gibson, and Jalen Hurd all have 7 touchdowns. A lot of guys have 6. Defensively, well, actually, let's see the nominee for the worst offensive lineman in the league. Who is it? Antonio Garcia. I'm surprised Eric Fisher isn't up there, but he does have 7 now. Defensively, who leads the league in tackles? Amon Lewis Marshall with 69. Followed by Chauncey Williams, a rookie. Ben Neiman, Manti Te'o and his invisible girlfriend. Neville Hewitt, Leon Jacobs, Anthony Walker. There's some more people. Who leads in sacks? Afedi Odenbo with 7.5. Followed by Andrew Van Ginkel, Stephen Weatherly, 5.5, and Tim Williams with 5. A bunch of guys with 4.5 and 4. Interception leaders: Keon Crossan, Jonathan Cyprian, Blake Countess, and Suau Cravens, all tied with 3. Has anybody got touchdowns? 1 touchdown so far, probably a pick 6 by Artie Burns from the Steelers. The most safeties go to Robert Kimdichie and Carl Granderson. So only 2 safeties. How many blocked kicks? 2 blocked kicks, Robert Kimdichie, and a rookie, Justin Sloan. We are in week 9, so most teams will have 8 games played like we have, or they will have 7 because they have already had their bye week. Look who is on top this year. The Bengals are 7-1, and we have not versed them yet, so that will be a tough path ahead for us, up against the Bengals twice at the end of the season. The Falcons are 6-1, so there we go. The top 2 teams are AFC and NFC. Then we get down to the Bears at 6-2, Jaguars at 5-2, Cardinals at 5-3, and then wow, not too many teams are that good. Who are the worst teams in the league? The Vikings at 1-6 and the Raiders at 1-6. So the best 2 teams, AFC and NFC. The worst 2 teams, NFC and AFC. So finally, the last thing I'm going to check is points per game, touchdowns, interceptions, fumbles, totals for each team. But first, we are actually on the top of the leaderboards for most offensive yards gained so far this year with 29-12, which is pretty interesting that we are that high. But the total team with the most passing and rushing is the Chiefs. With 33-97, we rank down in 6th place at that spot. So the most points per game go to the Falcons at 28.6, so one of the top teams with that much. Most passing touchdowns also goes to them, followed by a couple 18s. Most rushing touchdowns goes to the Chargers. C.J. Anderson has 7 of those, so that is why the Seahawks have 11. On to defense. The most points allowed goes to the Raiders with 199, almost at 200. Most quarterback sacks goes to the Cardinals and the Redskins, both with 22. Most fumble recoveries, the 49ers have 6. All other teams have 2, it looks like. And the most interceptions so far go to the Lions and the Dolphins, tied with 9. The total offensive yards or defensive yards allowed goes to the Seahawks with 2704. So that is the worst defense in the league statistically, and the best defense in the league are the Falcons. So there we go, just a couple quick stats, facts to let you guys know how it's going so far at the halfway mark, or just past the halfway mark in the season. The last thing before we go into week 10 and play the Redskins, I will check the award screen for the weekly awards so far, just to see who's made it a couple times this past week. Kyle Lauletta, Tease Tabor, Washington, and a rookie at quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brett Hundley for the Redskins, who we will be up against next week. LeClaire Odenbo, the sack leader down there, and Manti Te'o, one of the tackle leaders. Marcus Mariota, Easton Stick. And here are some more guys. I haven't seen very many duplicates. I think that LeClaire is one of the first duplicates on the screen. Trace McSorley, who was a top player every single week last week. He got his in week 4. Andy Dalton's on there. Odenbo's also on there once again. Blake Bortles is on there. That's pretty cool for him. Oh, that's when Artie Burns got the league's one and only touchdown, was in week 2. So Blake Bortles started the season off pretty well for the Seahawks, but their defense is not very good. On to week 10 against the Redskins. Let's get back on the high horse and get some wins going. Okay, so week 10 up against the Redskins. We are pretty evenly matched when it comes to our records, both 3 and 5. I have looked at the stats so far. We are 2 for 3. We have won 2 out of the 3 away from home, but we have lost 4 out of 5 when we are at home. So our home road splits are pretty awful this year. We should have home field advantage. That should give us a little extra when it comes to game time. But this year, it hasn't been that way for us. Let's get some upgrades going. Who has upgrades? Equanimous EQ St. Brown's got an upgrade, so that's pretty cool. You're going to increase his deep threat. Brings him up to a 73 overall, so that's good. Awareness, deep route, and release for him. The other 2 upgrades are for Nate Ebner and Billy Scharf. Nate Ebner has not seen the field this season, although last season he was like a team captain pretty much without a captain patch. They are both on here. So there we go, 2 upgrades for them. Let's get into the head-to-head screen. In the head-to-head screen, we are favored by 2 overall points. They have a rookie cornerback, Jerome Royal, a right tackle, Titus Howard, and Adam Shaheen at tight end. Hopefully our defense and offense have relaxed, have regenerated, have rejuvenated. They are ready to go and play in this one. Head-to-head matchup. CJ Uzomah has 332 and 5. Adam Shaheen has 416 and 3. So more touchdowns, but less receptions. Demarcus Robinson has 336 and 4. Justin Hardy has 327 and 1. So less touchdowns for Justin Hardy. Hopefully it doesn't skip really fast in this one because we need the full gameplay. Sure enough, we get this one. A full gameplay is coming to you, but it is raining outside. We are away from home and we have to deal with the weather. Hopefully we can still get the offense rolling in this one. Let's go. Boston Scott starts it off. Incomplete pass to Sean Kaiser and knocked away by Nick Nelson. So our first drive is pretty bad. And there was the wide receiver that we traded over. Johnny Dixon has quickly made his spot on this team as a kick returner or a punt returner for them. Alex Collins, scary running back. He is a good running back. I would watch out for him today. Justin Hardy. Brett Hundley was on there a couple weeks for Offensive Player of the Week. So hopefully we can stop this team. They look like they have a good offense. Alex Collins running the ball. Brett Hundley, their quarterback, running the ball as well. We need to stop them. Our defense needs to come alive. We haven't got the defensive stats that we need this season. Alex Collins running the ball. Donald Payne recovers a fumble. Hell yeah, that's the first time we've seen that before. Donald Payne with a fumble recovery in the rain. It is a sloppy football game out there. Boston Scott running the ball for the first down. Here we go. 2nd and 12. Another incompletion by Deshaun Kaiser. But we pick it up with Kevin Whitebread. There we go. Sean Colkin in the game. Like I always say, he's always in the mix. But Wyatt Teller, our left guard now with penalties. What the heck? We cannot get away from these offensive penalties. 3rd and 5, though. Can we pick it up? And we do. B.S. Scott picks it up. Here we go. 1st and 10. Penalty on them. We are at the 6. Let's run the ball. Boston Scott, first rushing touchdown of the year for him. And Greg Joseph with the secure extra point. 7-0 early in the rain. We are showing off that we can do it in the rain. Alex Collins, 6-yard rush. Brett Hundley is not as accurate either. And Braxton Miller, wide receiver. That is an interesting look at wide receivers for the Redskins. They have Braxton Miller, old quarterback from the Ohio State Buckeyes, on their team. And Scotty Miller, wide receiver. He's a ghost out there with no profile picture. DeLance Turner, their backup running back, with the ball now. So getting some things started. We cannot stop their offense besides the fumble recovery. Can we get the stop here? And we do. We hold them at the 16-yard line. And Giorgio Tavecchio with a 33-yard kick. 1st and 10. The incompletions are still there for Deshaun Kaiser this week. We need to get rid of those quickly. We have to punt the ball away. And Johnny Dixon, our old wide receiver, is the punt returner for them. So that is kind of funny. At least he got put to good use somewhere else. We weren't using him, so he is being used here. Justin Hardy, their main wide receiver, picking up the first down. DeLance Turner, their running back, now with the ball. Let's stop him here. It's rainy, it's wet, it's probably cold, and we cannot stop him. Justin Hardy, they know how to play in the rain, obviously. Adam Shaheen now. Dan Arnold getting their tight ends involved. They're at the 4-yard line, and Adam Shaheen with the touchdown. They make it 7-10. We are down by 3. Their punter is their kickoff specialist, so that's pretty interesting. Started off with a negative run. Slotty McSlotster comes up with a 26er, and we are sacked by Christian Snow. CJ Uzama with a pickup. 3rd and 7. Can we get it? And we do. Slotty McSlotster doesn't care. He has some good hands in the rain. Rosh Perschbacher with the penalty. But Slotty McSlotster is the MVP of this drive. His hands have stick-em on it because he will not drop the passes in this one. Here we go at the 8. Brian Hill, 4 yards. 4 more to go. Eddie Pleasant knocks the pass away. We are at the 4. Let's get it. 2-yard rush. We are at the 2. They have some goal line defense, and we tie the ball game up 10-10 with 1 minute 35 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts, so they already burned a timeout prematurely. Scotty Miller, the ghost man himself, comes up with a completion. Adam Shaheen, what the heck? They're just completing bombs down the field. All of a sudden, Brett Hundley is the most accurate guy in the place. Braxton Miller, they're going to go down and score. Come on, D. Where is the defense here? There we go. Penalty by them. Scotty Miller, the ghost. 3rd and 14. Let's stop them. And we do. We hold them to a field goal so they don't run away with the scores. 10-13. We got 28 seconds left. Can we do anything with the ball? 4 yards, and that ends it. The Redskins get the ball to start this one. They are only up by 3, so that's good. We are still in the realm of coming back if we have to. Let's get some defensive stops, though. Our defense has not shown what they need to show this year. Look at that. Just letting a power running back catch the ball out of the backfield. What is going on? 1st and 10. They are just getting first downs every other play. They are a powerful offense, that's for sure. They must have just got outscored every week or just outplayed, but look at that. We cannot stop them. I thought our defense was going to be great this year, It's not looking too good. 2nd and 10. Braxton Miller. That is crazy to see him on the screen. He has rejuvenated his career in Washington. And Adam Shaheen comes away with his 2nd touchdown. We are down by 10 early. Dwayne Harris brings it back 28 yards, though. We need to start scoring here. There we go. BS in the game. No, BS gets hurt. That is some BS. Demarcus Robinson with a catch. There we go, D. 3-yard rush by Boston Scott. Okay. So he got injured, but he's back in the game quickly enough. And we cannot do anything with the ball. So obviously, we cannot play in the rain once again. Kevin White downs him at the 7. We need a stop here. And Kevin Johnson with a penalty and an injury. I think I said Kevin White, but Kevin Johnson was the one who stopped him at the 7. Doesn't matter. Kevin Johnson makes up for it. So he drops the ball at the 7. Gets penalized. Gets injured. Comes back. Interception. Kevin Johnson making a name for himself. At the 11-yard line, let's get a score. Ross Perschbacher. Do I need to kick him off the team too? Is it time for that? The trade season is over, but it doesn't mean I can't kick people. 3rd and 7, and we do not pick it up, but at least we are in field goal range. Come on. And there we go. Greg Joseph, ever reliable Greg Joseph with the field goal. 13-20. We need another stop, D. We need a big stop here. Come on, 3rd and 1, let's get it. 3rd and 2. And we do, we stop them. Defense comes alive. That is what we need. Jamie Gillian with his long hair, don't care attitude. Punts the ball. Kevin Whitebread with the reception. Here we go. Deshaun Kaiser, though, still incompletions out of the wazoo. Brian Hill with the run. 3rd and 2. Boston Scott back in the game, so he's not injured. That's good. I was kind of getting scared there. And BS with 22 yards. We are in Anthony Chickalo. I was just going to say we're in scoring position, but nope, not anymore. Kevin White with the catch. 3rd and 10. Incompletion once again. But the field goal is good. Greg Joseph kicking field goals. 16-20 here. We need another stop. We can't just keep kicking field goals. Alex Collins is a freaking bulldozer. Mario Edwards, first time on the screen, and it's not good news. 2nd and 2. What is this, man? Alex Collins, look at this. We cannot stop. We cannot stop him. And then the ghost comes in. How are we going to stop a bulldozer and a ghost at the same time? Bulldozer's going to run us over, and the ghost is just going to sneak past us. There we go, Nate. Almost an interception. Justin Hardy with the catch. We need to hold him to a field goal here. Come on.
Uh-oh.
We do not. Justin Hardy with a long touchdown. We are down by 11. 2 scores. Not enough time. We need to make some big plays happen. This is it. This is for all the marbles here. And we don't. Xavier Cooper comes away with a sack and a penalty against them that gives us another chance. Incompletions. Demarcus Robinson with another catch on the day. 3rd and 2, I think is what it is. And we do it. Demarcus Robinson, another pickup. Don't use the timeouts, please. Let's get back in this game. Here we go, 3rd and 6. We do not pick it up. Why are we running the ball at that point? Please tell me. Somebody in the comments, please tell me why a team would run the ball. Come on. We picked it up, though. BS, picking it up. 1 minute 12. Why are we still running, though? Please, tell me. And what is going on? Ah, man. This is just frustrating at this point. 4th and 11. Why did we run it? Please, tell me, somebody. Man. Nothing I can do but just shake my head. We just lost right there. We were running the ball. We were down by 11 points. Running the ball every play. What happened in this one? 3 losses in a row, even after the bye week where we got our rest and relaxation. We probably should have prepared for this one because we did not know we were going to get hit with Brett Hundley. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Wow, we're just getting smoked out here. So this, I think, is even a worse performance than throwing the interceptions. We didn't even get a passing touchdown on the day. 82 quarterback rating, 235, but no touchdowns on the day for Deshaun. Rushing, Boston Scott got his first touchdown of the year, rushing the ball. 63 yards, but that's still not enough. I don't even know why we put in Dontrell Hilliard at the end of the game. It didn't matter anyways, though. Receiving-wise, Kevin Whitebread led the team this week, 4 for 70, but look at the amount of throws that were completed. Not very many. Deion Kane, 66. He picked up some good yards, but we could not even score touchdowns with him. No touchdowns, as you can see. Boston Scott, 49 receiving yards. Defensively, we played a little better, but obviously not good enough. Tony Brown with 9, Donald Payne with 8, tackles for loss 3, Shane Ray and Kevin Johnson. Sacks on the day, no sacks, and once again Derek Watt making 1 tackle, pretty good for him. Kevin Johnson comes away with an interception on the day and a fumble recovery. Can't forget about the fumble recovery by Donald Payne. He forced it and recovered it. No safeties, no blocks. Obvious. 2 upgrades, both middle linebackers. Ryan Connolly, the guy that we just traded for, we are going to increase his pass coverage because obviously we cannot stop the passing game. Awareness, man coverage, pursuit, and zone. Donald Payne, we are going to do the same with him. Upgrade his field general ability. He's up to a 72 overall. Awareness, block shedding, and man coverage for him. But that'll do it. I don't know how long this episode has gone on. It might be a short one, but that is it. Bye week, went through the stats, showed you how everything is working out in the NFL this year. Went up week 10, had a solid game against an average team, but we come out losing big time. Hope you guys like the video. If you did, please drop a like down below and share with your friends. I want to get some more viewers. I think this is quality video. What do you guys think? Is this quality content? Would you recommend this to your friends? If you do, please send it to them. Please show it to them. And as always, subscribe. It's been your boy, Sleek. Peace.